Hey guys, Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com, bringing you a video today to answer one very simple question that I get asked multiple times a day, every single day, and that is, how long will my shoes last, or how long will this particular shoe last? And the simple answer to that question is, I have no idea, and nobody has any idea, because you can't predict how long a pair of shoes will last. I know I made videos on this particular topic in the past, but I thought I would make an updated one just because this question gets asked so frequently that will kind of clarify how long you can expect your shoes to last. Now, when you're talking about buying a brand new pair of soccer shoes, I think the biggest misconception is that a lot of people think that the more money they spend on a pair of shoes, not only is that shoe going to be better quality and perform better, which is the case, they also think is going to last longer, which is often not the case. When you get into higher end shoes, you generally get into thinner, softer, more premium materials that might be better quality, but won't necessarily be more durable, if that makes any sense. If you make a product thinner and lighter, it's just not going to hold up quite as well. So if you're spending $200 on shoes with the expectation that it's going to last longer than a $40 pair, sometimes that's the case. Sometimes that's not the case. So there are no guarantees in terms of how long your shoes are going to last. Another thing that drives me crazy is when people say, I saw reviews of this particular shoe, multiple reviews, and they all said that the shoe was not durable. They all had durability issues. And that is a word that is so frequently overused, it's absolutely crazy. If you noticed, I generally don't touch on durability in my reviews, mainly because I can't dedicate enough time to wearing one single pair of shoes long enough to where I'm going to run into durability issues very frequently, or more often than not, through the 10, 15, 20 hour session or 20 hour amount of time that I put into a pair of shoes during the testing process. It's very rare for something to actually go wrong. So the only time you're really going to see durability issues are long term, after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months of use, and if it's your only pair. So let's say 40, 50, 60 hours. Can something go wrong prior to that? It's absolutely possible, and that's why the reviews that you see online, the vocal minority of people saying, I bought this shoe and it broke on the second time I wore it, that is generally, for pretty much any shoe, something that is relatively uncommon. You never hear about somebody who said, I bought this shoe, wore it for 9 months and never had any problems, because they don't make a video complaining or I guess in this particular situation, praising the brand for having a shoe that lasted them an amount of time that they considered to be reasonable. You only ever hear people complaining about the product. And again, none of these products are 100% perfect. These are mass-produced products, mass-produced shoes. There are going to be manufacturing defects and things can go wrong. You also have to take into consideration that some people wear the wrong stud pattern on the wrong playing surface. Some people are wearing shoes that are the wrong size. There are a ton of variables that could play into a shoe breaking prematurely, aside from just manufacturing defects. So when you see somebody talking about a shoe having really bad durability issues on the internet, that's not necessarily something that's going to happen to every single pair. More often than not, it's kind of a one-off situation that, yeah, is it information that you should take in? Sure, but it isn't information that is 100% guaranteed to happen with every single pair that this company produces, or whatever company it may be, whatever model it may be. So just keep that in mind. Another thing to consider when it comes to how long your shoes are going to last is you have to have kind of reasonable expectations. A lot of people will argue that modern day shoes don't last as long as shoes from 10, 15 years ago, and I would tend to agree with them. Shoes are getting, like I said, lighter and thinner, which means they're not going to last as long. So 1 season of use, if it's your only pair of shoes that you're wearing pretty much every single day, yeah, 1 season is about what you can expect, and 1 season generally lasts 3, 4, 5 months, and that's about it. If it's your only pair of shoes, they're going to take a lot of hours, they're going to take a lot of wear, and they're eventually going to fail. Does that mean the shoe has durability issues if it breaks? No, it just means that you wore the shoes for an entire season. It was your only pair, it took a beating, and they eventually broke down. That's going to happen with any shoe over a certain amount of time. As far as how long that time will be with any specific pair, again, that's not really something that I can predict, or anybody can predict. If you consider this, just as an example, if you gave a team of 18 players all the exact same pair of shoes from the start of the season, and they all wore them for every practice and every game, all playing together. Do you think that all of those shoes would break at the same time? No, they wouldn't. Some people would break earlier, some people would break later, some people wouldn't have any issues at all. Everybody has a different height, everybody has a different foot size, everybody has a different weight, everybody has a different movement style, everybody kicks the ball differently. Everybody will kind of experience those shoes in a different way, and those shoes are going to be worn in a different way. So you also have to consider that every shoe is manufactured separately. So it's really, really impossible to predict how long any shoe will last. It's kind of just luck of the draw for the most part. Should something go wrong prematurely with your shoes, pretty much every manufacturer has some kind of a warranty. If something does go wrong very early on, what I would recommend doing is contacting either the retailer that you purchase them from or the manufacturer directly, which just Google the manufacturer return policy or the return department, give them a call, and they should instruct you in terms of what you should do to proceed as far as perhaps getting a warranty claim for what is likely a defective product. Like I said, if something goes wrong prematurely with your footwear. But that is pretty much it in terms of what I wanted to talk about in regards to how long your shoes should last. Nobody knows how long they're going to last. Nobody can predict that kind of thing. There are just far too many variables, and it just all depends. So that's it for kind of answering that question. Hopefully that helps out a lot of people because, like I said, I get this question all the time. If you do have any other kind of questions on this particular topic, leave them down below in the comment section, and I definitely will get an answer out to you. If you enjoyed today's video, found it helpful and informative, be sure to support it with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all my social media information linked in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. And as always, thanks for watching.